Hi, this is Dr. Roger Murphy, thefibrodoctor.com, author of Treating and Beating Fibromyalgia and Chronic Fatigue Syndrome. Thank you for joining me for this brief video. I hope you'll find it helpful in your quest to reverse your fibromyalgia. I've been in practice for 24 years, and one of the most common things I see in my patients is sloppy medicine. When I say that, I think that most doctors out there really want to do a good job. They're very conscientious and they really do care. Unfortunately, in the fibromyalgia community, there's a lot of doctors who just don't understand it, many who don't even believe it exists, but most don't really know how to treat it. The common approach of covering up every symptom with the prescription drug leads to more and more drugs, potential side effects, and more health problems. Really what we've got to do is we've got to find and fix the causes of fibromyalgia, not cover up the symptoms. One of the big things that I see in my practice is that doctors are just unwilling, maybe they just don't know, but they don't do the detective work that allows them to uncover the real root of the problem. A case in point is probably about 70% of the patients that I work with have a low thyroid or low metabolism, and their doctor never picks it up. Mainly because they're doing very outdated basic blood work to uncover to see if there is a true blatant thyroid disorder. The problem with that is, and you've maybe had this experience, is you've gone to your doctor with all the symptoms of low thyroid: fatigue, depression, anxiety, tingling in your hands and feet, cold in your hands and feet, problems with regulating your body temperature, unhealthy nails, unhealthy skin, unhealthy hair, constipation, high cholesterol, all these things that are associated with low thyroid, low metabolism, including weight gain. And you present with all these symptoms, and your doctor, usually tells you, well, it's just your fibromyalgia, but if you press them, or maybe they'll do some basic blood work tests to see if you do have a thyroid problem, but they're checking your TSH, your thyroid stimulating hormone, or maybe they might check your free T4, and then they tell you that everything is normal. The problem with that is, number one, when you're doing that test, you need to realize that the criteria that they use to measure thyroid function, TSH, has changed. It changed about 4 years ago, and most doctors never got the memo. So they're operating with the idea that the lab tests that they're using will tell you that if your TSH is above 4.5 or 5.2, depending on the lab, that you have low thyroid. The problem with that is the American College of Endocrinology came out years ago and said that anybody with a TSH above 3.0 should be considered to have hypothyroid, low thyroid, and should be treated. That's not happening. So you could go to your doctor today and you could have a TSH at 4.5 and they may tell you that it's all normal. Or you could have a TSH of 3.5 and they tell you that it's all normal. But the thing is, it's not, because we know through doctors who practice functional medicine that a TSH above 3.0 is indicative of low thyroid. The other challenge is that most doctors are doing, again, just real basic blood work, and they're missing out on the full picture about what's going on with your thyroid. It's kind of like taking a snapshot of a moving train. So you get one frame of this train coming by, you get a picture of that, so you'll know, well, yeah, it's an orange train car, and it's got coal stacked on top of it, but we don't know anything else about it. We don't know what direction it's going in. We don't know what the rest of the train cars are carrying. We don't know how long the train is. We don't know how fast the train is going. We really don't know much about the train. But we're going to take that information and be expected to make an assumption that because it's an orange car and it has coal stacked up on top of it, then it's a particular train car that comes by every day at this time, and it's that train. But that may not be the case. So really it's a guesstimation when we're doing the blood work. And doctors who are not checking your thyroid antibodies, who are not checking free and total T3, free and total T4, they're missing the opportunity to find something that's wrong with your thyroid. I would encourage you to find out more about what you need to have done in your testing by checking out my book, Treating and Beating Fibromyalgia and Chronic Fatigue Syndrome, available at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and most bookstores throughout North America. I also encourage you to join me each and every Tuesday night, where I will answer your questions in your quest to feel good again. And you can do that by finding out more at endfibronow.com. This is Dr. Roger Murphy, thefibrodoctor.com, author of Treating and Beating Fibromyalgia and Chronic Fatigue Syndrome.